My name is Stephen Henderson, and I am the founder and the executive director of the Tuxedo Project. I want to tell you a little bit about the Tuxedo Project, and then I want to tell you about an opportunity for the Kresge Foundation to support an expansion of the Tuxedo Project that we believe will deepen and broaden the impact that we have on our neighbors. So the Tuxedo Project was something I founded in the very house where my family lived when I was born in 1970, just a few years ago. This is a neighborhood that's near the intersection of Grand River and Livernois, very close to St. Cecilia Catholic Church, which for many years defined that neighborhood, that part of the city. It's a part of the city that I call forgotten. It is rife with abandonment and disinvestment. It is rife with deterioration. An unconscionable number of abandoned homes now line the streets that when I was a kid were full of families. The Tuxedo Project is my effort to improve the quality of life for people in that neighborhood. And so we combine literary arts and community activities as a way of bringing people together. We run book clubs and writing workshops for the people in the neighborhood. We also have helped rebuild some of the community infrastructure that was missing over there. And so over the last year and a half, we've worked with our neighbors to start a community association, the first community association in that neighborhood in more than 25 years. We also bring people from around the world to the Tuxedo Project to participate in our literary arts programs as well. And so we have a partnership with Mary Grove College that has brought many students to our doors. We have partnerships with lots of other literary arts programs around the city. Inside Out, the downtown boxing gym, their kids have come and participated in our events and workshops. And people from around the world, in fact, have shown up to see what we're doing and to participate. In our first year, in fact, more than 1,000 people came up the stairs and through the doors of the Tuxedo Project. Over that time, over the last year and a half, as we've gotten started with all of this, though, we've noticed a real problem in our neighborhood, and we think we've come up with an innovative way to deal with it. As our neighbors have joined us for the workshops and the events, we've noticed that there is a real issue with food insecurity on our block and in our neighborhood. When we have food at events, it gets consumed in a ravenous way. More people show up than for other events. Even if we overorder, which we sometimes do to make sure we don't run out, all of the food gets consumed. And people might even come back the next day, in fact, and ask if there's more. This food insecurity, we've talked a lot with our neighbors about that issue during events and the community events. And we think we've come up with a way to deal with it that's pretty interesting. We would like to build on the lot that we've acquired next door a bigger space for the Tuxedo Project, which we need because we're out of room in the tiny house that my family lived in when I was born. But we would like to incorporate into that space a food pantry. And we would also like to hire a food fellow, somebody who lives on the block and works full time at trying to mitigate the food insecurity issues that we have. Now, this is a model that we've already been successful with. Rose Gorman is our literary arts fellow, resident fellow in the house. She lives upstairs in the house where my family was born. The programming takes place on the first floor. We think that will be successful as well with the food issue, that when somebody lives in a community, there's a really different relationship they're able to build with neighbors to get to solutions to make things work. Our neighbors are very excited about this idea. Our district manager with the city is very excited about this idea. And we also think this is an idea that can be ported to other places. If we're successful with this, it can become a model for other neighborhoods in the city to deal with issues like food insecurity. So that's what our plan looks like, and we would be very enthusiastic if the Kresge Foundation would support us. Thank you very much.